menu but warmed up to it. The head server was standing close enough to hear. Her face twitched for a second before walking away. Later, the groom's aunt came over to Kelsey's table and asked if she had really wanted something different for the food. Kelsey gave some awkward explanation about changing her mind. I watched her squirm through the whole conversation, nodding along with a glass of wine in my hand. By the end of the night, she looked like she'd been dragged through the mud. Her hair had started falling out of the updo. Her voice was hoarse, and she was snipping at her friends over tiny things: missing charger, misplaced gift, lopsided table signage. She snapped at the maid of honor for not keeping her water filled, then tripped over her own dress while rushing to the bathroom. I didn't say goodbye to anyone. I slipped out just before the send-off, walked through the parking lot barefoot with my heels in hand, and got into my rideshare. In the back seat, I opened Instagram one last time to check her story. The screenshots had already been shared in a private group chat by one of her former friends. The first tear in her perfect image had started to spread, and I hadn't even broken a sweat. 2 days after the wedding, Kelsey texted me asking if I had noticed anything weird happening during the ceremony or reception. I told her nothing major stood out, just typical wedding chaos. She sent a thumbs up and didn't follow up. Later that day, she started calling around. Apparently someone had flagged a couple of her Instagram story clips and pulled them into a Reddit thread. I never said anything, but I saw the thread. It had a clip of her yelling at the flower girl for walking too fast down the aisle. You couldn't hear the exact words, but the tone didn't need subtitles. The top comment called it pure bridezilla meltdown. People began stitching it into TikTok duets. A few influencers even reacted with mock wedding advice like Rule 1, don't scream at your flower girl. One of the screenshots from her deleted stressed bridezilla energy story also made it into the comments. Kelsey started reporting every repost she could find. When that didn't work, she began messaging accounts to ask them to take stuff down. No one responded. That night, I spent 20 minutes creating a burner email and left 3 detailed reviews on wedding vendor websites. I made sure to sound like a concerned planner who had witnessed some shocking behind-the-scenes behavior. One florist reposted the review to their story with the caption, "We really tried our best that day." Kelsey's name wasn't tagged, but the timing was obvious. She sent her mom a long message saying she felt like someone was trying to ruin her life. She called it sabotage. I told her mom it sounded like she was just overwhelmed. I said it probably felt worse because she was still recovering from the wedding stress. That seemed to calm things down for the moment. Then the bridesmaid group chat exploded. Someone hinted that things were being leaked. One girl said she felt like her phone wasn't safe. Kelsey replied with a message that was so long it had to be sent in 2 parts.